there was a sequence of events now that happened between you and Imisi.
Oh.
And while you also had the tag of being bullied, she also did. And then you were head of house. You had certain powers. And in those moments, you came for her. One of which was very controversial with the kerosene and the stove being poured and all of that. And up until you left, defined your relationship in that house. And I believe has up until this point. I don't know that you guys have said a word to each other since then, have you? You haven't, exactly. So what was it about her that made you react that way to her? Because same thing I asked about him. Would he have done that if it was Mensan? Is what everybody says. If it was any other girl here, would you do that?
Let's explain that.
Yeah.
So for the pot incident, I was cooking with that pot. Victory, where's Victory? I'm sorry, Victory. I brought you, so I think we have to explain this thing very well. I put the pot there and everybody knew I was cooking with it. It wasn't hot, there was nothing in there. Victory washed it for me so I could use it. And then she went in there and she started using it. And I came politely. Let me see, that's my pot. Over 3 times. So I have this rule where you're not allowed to react until you've communicated 3 times. And the reason for that is sometimes some people may not hear you or something. In fact, she didn't believe me. So what I did was I took the luxury of going to call Victory from outside. Do you remember that, Victory? I begged Victory, please just come and explain to Imisi that this pot is mine. And even after communicating 3 times, even after bringing Victory, she still didn't let the pot go. And in my mind, I was like, you're doing this intentionally. You're trying to, like, you know it's for me. I watched the diary session she did after that. She went on to tell Big Brother that she felt like I would have told her to share the pot with me. And in my mind, I was like, we have a history. There's a reason why I was avoiding you in the house. You said something about if it was another girl. I want you to know that while everyone was ostracizing Imisi, I was the one person in that house that stood by Imisi's side until she crossed a boundary I had. While every other person here was pushing Imisi away, I was always there for her.
What boundary did she cross?
I'll tell you. Okay. On multiple occasions, I just want to be friends with you. Don't touch me, don't try to kiss me, don't try to dance with me. I had over 3 conversations with her explaining that. And it was weird to me because in my mind I was like, I understand that you and I are in similar situations. They always mock my height, and I don't know why they're mocking me. So we connected on that, so to say, and I always respected that. But I know it might not be special to other people, but I'm very particular about advances towards me. On multiple occasions in the club, she would just come in and push up on me. Oh, you're supposed to kiss me, I want to kiss you, I want to... And I know she'll say it's a joke or something, but you can't tell me how to feel about how you make advances towards me. In fact, there's a video of her trying to kiss me multiple times in the house. I can bring my phone for you and show you. And I didn't get upset. What I did was I went to the kitchen and I sat down in the freezer and I had a heart-to-heart conversation with her.
After the party?
Yes. And because I respected her so much, I felt like, okay, maybe because you were drunk or because everything was just going crazy, maybe that's why you were doing that. And then even after that conversation, that didn't work. There was another day we were upstairs. Sabrina was there in that video. I told Imisi, you have maybe probably like 15 other men in this house. Please go meet this man. I'm not interested in anything physical with you. We could be friends. But I don't want to touch you. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to try and kiss me. I don't want any of that. I know it may seem like I'm doing too much, but I'm very particular about that. And even in that situation, she was still dragging me. And I'll tell you a very fun fact. You see this cultural incident about the cigarette thing? Do you know who was holding me upstairs? Do you know she was holding me upstairs? That's the reason why I couldn't calm down. Imisi was holding me upstairs.
What do you mean by holding you?
She was literally holding my hand. Like I was trying to calm down and she was holding my hand.
Okay.
And then, so when people see my relationship with her, people say Faith is being mean. And I will admit, I said some hurtful stuff. But I want people to understand that I went through so much in her hand. I'll give you another example. During my debate day, the meat-based, plant-based thing, I spent days writing that debate. We won that debate. I'm very particular about hard work. I believe that if I put effort into something, I will see results. You know what happened? Someone stole that paper. And I was like, who took it? She came to meet me and she said, I know who took your paper and I would give it back to you if you kiss me. Wait. No, you see, like there's a pattern, right? And I want you to flip the places. Imagine if I was a girl and she was a guy.
True.
What would people say?
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. I had slides. Those slides were from my dead cousin, the green slides. There's a hole in it. Imisi took my slides and went to go and hide it. And I begged multiple times, who is in my slides? Who is in my slide? Okay, I'm very particular about the things that are emotional to me. It's the same reason why I used to make paper planes in the house. Paper boats. Because the paper boats mean something to me. Because there was a time in my life where that was how, I was able to calm down. Even during another diary session she had, she told Big Brother that she was going to deal with me, and then she told Big Brother she was going to deal with me. And I figured out that Imisi was sabotaging my tasks. There was a Colgate task we did where me, Bright Morgan, Imisi, and some other person were on the same team. Whether you believe it or not, there are times when she would be unserious in a task just to piss me off. And okay, fine, my mouth can be very viperous, and I apologize if I said some mean things to you. I'm very sorry about that. But it didn't come from nowhere. I wasn't picking on you. No, you did so much to me. You did a lot. And I always wish people could switch the tables, because nobody would take this if it was the other way around. Nobody would take it. But for some reason, everybody just acted like she's a saint. She did nothing. Come on, I'm not the devil. Why would I just randomly want to start talking? And I like this because if you want me to show you videos, I will bring my phone right now and show you. And those are the videos they aired. So imagine what they didn't air. Do you know how many times she pinned me to the side of the club? When Imisi is drunk, do you know how strong she is? You guys were here multiple times, and I'll tell you, there was even a time where you guys thought I and Imisi had a thing going on. Why would they think that? I'm not crazy. Like, I went through so much in there, and no one, not one person has ever said, oh, she did this. She has never said sorry for that. Over and over again, I would assume that, okay, maybe it's a understanding thing. And I would come back and say, let's talk about this. But I never worked. So about the things that I said, I'm sorry. My mouth can be very sharp. My mouth can be very viperous. And I'm learning now that when you speak to people, you should speak positive things. You should uplift them. And I'm sorry if I said mean things to you. I apologize. But it didn't come out of me.